it's good.
Oh,
I'm okay.
okay. All right. It's another day. How's your Monday?
Um, yes. Hmm. Uh, I, I, I'm so busy.
Mhm.
Because I have to do something a lot
Mhm. Mhm.
from morning.
You
Wash,
had.
washing
Mhm.
our laundry, do the
Mhm. Oh
dishes,
wow. Oh wow.
clean my house. I
Okay.
cook for my children,
Mhm.
set their luggage, um,
Mhm.
and prepare for our lesson.
Mhm. Wow. You have been very productive since early this morning.
Yes, especially on a day
Mhm.
like today.
Mhm.
It is not easy to adapt to English
Mhm.
um,
I
because
know, right?
yeah because
Because
I I used my language uh, last weekend all the time.
yeah. Actually, I feel the same way. Every time I have to start working.
Yeah,
I mean, not just not just on Monday, but also yeah, I mean the rest of the rest of the days of the weekday because I have to speak English for 9 hours early in the morning, especially the time is so early, 5
nine
o'clock.
hours. Yeah,
But the rest of the time when I'm not working, the only language that I use is Tagalog.
yeah, yes.
So 9 hours is being used for, English is being used for 9 hours only. The rest of my time is used to speak Tagalog. That's why, like, every morning when I wake up, I have to refresh my mind and think in English. And that's the hardest part. But as I move on with my classes, it becomes easier. Yeah, so I think we are all adjusting, right?
But you are bilingual, right?
Yeah, I can speak both English and Tagalog. However,
Yeah.
English we are not native speakers. I think that's the reason why um, there are struggles sometimes because the time we spend for speaking two languages is not is not balanced. There
Mm,
are there how many hours do we have? 24 hours. There's 24 hours in one day, and I only use 9 hours for English. The rest of the time is for Tagalog. So automatically, when I wake up or when I think something, it is in my language, not in English.
but every day,
Mm-hmm.
around 5 days, you
Mm-hmm.
use English every
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yes.
Um, I don't understand. Yeah, you you don't you can't you no you adapt to English.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think as long as two people are, I think as long as people are using two languages,
Mm-mm,
whatever language we use more often is the one that
mm-mm,
we think of almost all the time, right?
yes.
Especially for non-native speakers. So we are
Mm,
just like you. You also think in your language first and try to translate it in English, right, in your
mm,
mind before you can speak. I'm doing the same thing. I also think in most of the time, I think in my language first before
mm.
translating in English. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We have, I think all the non native speakers have that struggle.
Mm,
Mm, yes, yes. And not everyone in the Philippines um, can speak English fluently. Many Filipinos here cannot speak English. That's the
mm,
truth. Yeah, it's not true that we all are fluent English speakers. That's wrong.
Mm, okay, I
Mm.
understand.
So you speak two languages only, Korean and English, only two languages.
Yes,
Don't you know any other languages?
I don't know any other languages.
Mm. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you not study like in your school? I heard some students have a second language, Japanese or Chinese or other language of their choice. So in your school, wasn't there any requirement for a second language?
Yes, I there is um a second studies studied studying second
Mm-hmm.
language in
Mm-hmm.
um school, but
Mm-hmm.
I I didn't study well, but
Mm.
um I know there is studying language, another second language
Mm-hmm.
from in university. I know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I I graduate I graduated my in university, but um, I learn I learned my second language or studying language is
Mm-hmm.
English.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. So what made you become interested in taking online English classes?
Can you say that again?
What made you interested in
Mm,
online English classes?
online English.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm, I mm, I didn't online class in
Mm-hmm.
university.
Mm-hmm.
You mean what major?
Nowadays, yeah, what made you nowadays? What made you
Uh,
interested before you started? What made you interested in taking online classes?
mm, online class. I'm
Mm-hmm.
interested in conversation English, and
Okay.
I I I have studied um, TOEIC TOEIC. Do you know TOEIC? TOEIC
Ah,
TOEIC
yes,
test?
TOEIC. That's an
Yeah,
English
yes.
test, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
I had took a test in
Mhm.
TOEIC
Mhm.
um
Mhm.
5 months ago.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
Yeah.
So how is it?
Uh, um, my my score
Mhm.
is was
Mhm.
600 600. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
600?
Yeah,
Oh,
600.
okay. What was your target score?
my my hmm, my target score is 850.
Mm.
50. Yeah, 50.
850.
Yeah, 50.
And you got 600.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
That's are you planning on taking the TOEIC test again later?
Mm, yeah, someday. But
Someday.
yeah, yeah. Because I remained 2 years,
You have remaining 3 years.
right? Remaining. Yeah, yes. I have
Okay.
remaining 2 years.
But what is the TOEIC test for? Where can you use it?
Mm, mm. I will become pilot pilot
Uh,
in military
oh,
and
okay.
in need. needs to be um, TOEIC score.
It needs your TOEIC score to be qualified
Yes,
for the
qualified.
position of a pilot in the military. You need the TOEIC score.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
Okay, I see.
yeah,
So when you pass or when you reach that requirement,
yeah,
TOEIC score requirement,
yeah.
you're going to train to be a pilot. Am I right?
Uh,
Or do you know how to
um,
fly? How to fly a plane already?
one. When I got the score,
Mm-hmm.
that is one of mm, one of kind of no one of qualified
Mm-hmm.
qualifications.
Qualifications, yeah.
Yes, one of
That's one of the
qualifications.
qualifications.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to do another certification,
Mm-hmm.
like telecommunication related in
Mm-hmm.
certification or hmm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
that is my target score,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
I expect my mm, English level or English skill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I have to I can move to like American soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. We I
Mm-hmm.
work I work together with
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
U.S. Army.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So how long will your I don't know. I wonder why would you like to be a pilot?
Pilot.
Yes.
Um, honestly, I actually disappointed my our um, army or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
military.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm. You are disappointed. Why?
yes. Mm, most most soldiers
Mm-hmm.
are negative or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, be, most soldiers were conservatives. Conservative.
Conservative.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And mm, mm, uh, for example,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, you if you have to do if you have to train or
Mm-hmm.
educate education about
Okay.
how to
Educate.
uh, use the weapon, how
Mm-hmm.
to train uh, their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have to educate or train, they
Mm-hmm.
are they told me or they tell me, uh, you you have to um, you have to make serves or you
Mm-hmm.
have to make chair or table,
Mm-hmm.
and um, mm, I I try to focus. Um, I try to focus
Mm-hmm.
task, my task. But
Okay, on your task.
my
Mm.
bosses, my bosses mm, didn't didn't allow it.
Okay.
Um,
Your boss doesn't allow you to focus on your task because he's, asking you to do many things. Am I right?
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, mm, my bosses what my bosses uh, try to do or have to
Mm-hmm.
do
Mm-hmm.
um, is not um, is not soldier. It's not soldier.
Oh,
Like
it's not connected to being a soldier.
yes. I didn't like it. I hate it.
Okay.
Um, I want to I want to be a good soldier or
Mm.
yeah, just soldier. But
Mm.
my bosses um wanted to me
Mm.
uh, like worker worker
Yes.
ha- yeah
Like a
hard worker
construction
yeah
worker.
build construction worker
Yeah.
yeah I hate it.
Mm.
I hate it.
I know, right? I know, right? That's, I think, a kind of abuse or
Yes.
a kind of abuse or bullying when you're being asked to do something that's actually not quite connected to your job as a soldier or a
Yeah.
military.
Yeah.
Um, they would probably defend themselves by saying it's a discipline. This is to test your discipline. They ask you to do some task by testing to test your discipline because that's the alibi or excuse of many high-ranking officials in the Philippines.
Mm,
They do the same thing here. I think not just in Korea, but in the Philippines too. That
mm,
kind of culture in the military, in the academies, is very common. They
mm,
abuse their juniors or lower ranking um, officials or officers instead.
mm, mm,
Mm. In Baguio City, where I came from, we have the PMA. They call it Philippine Military Academy. So that's where the soldiers want to be trained for years, and then there have been cases of deaths because of bullying. So last time, a military student, actually died because
mm,
of bullying. He was he was beaten,
mm, mm,
mm. And then they took him to the hospital. They found that his legs were bluish, very dark and bluish already because he was beaten many times as a punishment
mm.
for not exactly doing what they wanted. But that's very wrong. I think it happens in a lot of academies still until now, right?
I agree with you. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Did you experience that? Did they beat you, or like
Mm.
was there any strong punishment such as that?
When I joined the army,
Mm.
um, I got I had a beating. I had a
Mhm.
beating, but
Mhm.
mm, this day, there is not um violating
There's no violence anymore.
violence. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That's a very nice, nice thing to hear. I think they can only bully
Mm-mm.
the students for the trainees. But
Yeah.
once you become officially an officer, then you have the right to do your job. They do not have the right to bully anymore. They don't have any excuse,
That's
right?
right. Yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. That's why you want to be a pilot. So, have you tried driving a plane? Have you
No,
tried?
no, 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 I didn't. I
No.
didn't. I never
So,
did.
when you become a pilot, you would train to drive a helicopter or an airplane or a jet. What's the
Both,
difference?
both of them.
Both.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And actually, I don't know, but uh, my goal is a pilot. And I want I will become pilot. And
Mm-hmm.
and my second goal is I work together with U.S. Army.
Mm-hmm. Mm, with the U.S. Army.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
how can you make that happen?
Uh, First of all, I prepared for my English skill,
Okay.
and I
Mm.
apply to um, troops or
Mm.
U.S. Army, and
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Mm. Mm. Okay. So first you have to polish your English skills, and
yes,
then you can start applying
yeah,
to
yes,
become
yes.
one of them.
That's
All
right,
right.
that's right.
When you start working with, or if ever in the future you would start working with the U.S. Army, would you still stay in Korea, or do you
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
to move to another country?
Um, in Korea there is mm, U.S. Army.
Mhm.
There's a U.S. Army,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I I want to go to U.S. Army troops or military. Yeah, yeah,
Mm, I see.
yeah,
Okay. In the Philippines too, we have U.S. Army. They call it, what's that again? Um, there is a U.S. Philippine U.S. I forgot the term. Joint force. There is a joint force. They call it a joint force.
yeah.
So what happens is the U.S. The U.S. sends armies to the Philippines to train
Mm-mm.
with Filipino soldiers.
Yes.
We call them allied forces or joint forces. They come here to train with the Filipinos,
Mm.
and then one of the rules of that agreement is that when a U.S. soldier commits a crime or commits
Mm.
a violation in the Philippines, they are not
Mm.
going to be judged in the Philippines. They will be sent to their own country, and then they will be the trial will happen in their country, not in the Philippines.
We are the same.
Ah, that's the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay. I forgot the term. Actually, our Philippine president right now is using that to blackmail the U.S. because he wants the U.S. to send us vaccines, and
Mm-mm.
he said the contract is going to end soon. You know, the joint forces, it's going to end soon. If you
Mm-mm.
don't send us vaccines, I will not renew the contract.
Mm.
So the president said, if you don't send us vaccines, I will not let your armies come to the Philippines and train with us.
Mm.
So
Okay.
a lot of people are angry. They think, oh, our president is crazy.
Mm.
I forgot the term. I will let you know later when I remember.
Yeah,
But
in Korea The term is United States versus Korea.
Forces Korea.
Versus Korea.
Oh, I see. In the Philippines, it's different.
Ah, different. It's
But
different.
I think the rules are the same
Mm,
as you mentioned. Yeah,
yes.
we just have a different name for it.
Okay, okay.
Mm, yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow when we talk again
Yes. Okay.
because our time is up already.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's all. Do you have any questions before we end?
No, no, I don't have question.
Okay then. So see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Bye.